For centuries, the Maasai living in the eastern shadow of Mount Kilimanjaro have lived in isolation and prosperity, successfully defending themselves from outside influences. The Maasai developed a sophisticated culture centered around vast herds of cattle, land, and the role of each individual within society. They shared the savannas with the wild animals, living entirely on the meat of their own cattle. As the wave of colonization swept over Africa, foreign powers were obsessed to control the land and resources. More recently, they have fought to see and protect wild animals, absent of native humans. In the late 20th century, the Maasai were forcibly removed from their traditional lands to form the Sava West National Park for tourism. The sliver of their traditional land which remained was insufficient to sustain their large herds. With the introduction of government schools in the late 90s, families were eager to enroll their children, believing that formal education for boys and girls would prepare them to succeed in their new reality. Because Kenyan schools are not free, families sold cattle from their meager herds to pay for school fees. Tragically, ensuing multi-year droughts killed 95% of the remaining herds. This has left families with nothing to pay school fees, as they struggle merely to eat. This has resulted in large numbers of students forced to drop out of school before graduating. In response to this, the ADEA Foundation, in cooperation with the Pillar of Maasai Development community-based organization, launched our Keep Kids in School +1 initiative. Our Keep Kids in School initiative is returning students to the classroom to complete their studies and earn their graduation certificate required for any government job. Additionally, our students receive 1 year of English language study and vocational training in IT and culinary arts and hospitality. This is followed by a professional internship. We are currently focusing our efforts on helping high school students. When an older youth is required to leave school, he or she is at risk of being forced into an early marriage, and boys are often pressured to look for unskilled security work in urban areas, which is often dangerous, underpaid, and frequently fatal. Students at home feel ashamed and have no hope for the future, which is leading to increased depression and substance abuse. Our work cannot happen without assistance. The greatest need for our Keep Kids in School initiative is funding. Families and students are eager for their children to complete school, but paying school fees is no longer possible. Without support through general donations or sponsoring a student, thousands of young people will not complete their education, nor be able to lift their families and community. The Maasai are an extraordinary people with a unique and vibrant culture, but their repeated losses have left them fighting to survive. Can you help us to restore hope and dignity for these Maasai students and their families before it's too late?